Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Friday, the 13th of April. So, looking at the euro dollar first, and it's running back. Well, it ran back yesterday to its monthly pivot. It can't seem to be getting away from it at the moment. It's put in a bearish signal here for me. It's a bearish pivot swing, but in these markets, we've had quite a few of them. In this market, we've had quite a few of them. We do get a bit of follow through occasionally. There was one here, but it ran through very slowly. There's a bullish one here, a bearish one here, another bearish one here, a bullish one here. It's just been chopping from one direction to another. Oh, that one wasn't. Um, Marginal on that one, but you can see it's remaining in the chop. Is it today going to come back towards its trend line? The pivot's been the sort of the simple thing for it to head back for each time. It's actually run through that, bounce off its 4-hourly 50 at the moment. Um, as I say, looking vaguely bearish, but well, it's moved back to that pivot now. Is it going to bounce back through it? Bounce back above it? At the moment, looking at this, it's not really giving us a lot of clues. Looking at a 30-minute chart, let me just change this to a 60-minute chart. So that's better. Well, it's not really, is it? So, I mean, lower highs, lower lows yesterday. It's pitched up. If it breaks, the pivot is just below. It's just below its daily pivot. It starts breaking through that. Well, then it's erring more bullish, but certainly not the easiest one to follow at the moment. The pound. Let's have a look at the pound. Ooh. So the pound is interesting. It's managed to, the day before yesterday, it managed to have a reaction off that trend line. Yesterday, it finally pushed on through, and at the moment, it's heading back towards those prior highs there. There is resistance even where we're sitting at the moment, almost of the near-term high. So it may be a slowish old move, but that monthly pivot at R1 at least may be pitched into. Now, I said there would be divergence if it got back up there yesterday, and there is a bit of 4-hourly divergence kicking through here. Let's just have a look. Yeah, even on the MACD and the RSI, they both confirm that move. So, a bit of divergence kicking through. However, nearer term frame on this 4-hourly, so it looks like it's actually pushing up there. So, marginally, not particularly clear. Let me just switch that off for a moment. Not massively clear here, but whether it's going to roll from where we are at the moment. In fact, it's got a daily pivot untouched below. Maybe it's just double topping this morning. We'll see how it rolls, but as I say, bullish undertones, a dash of potential bearishness sitting in there. Dollar yen, well, the dollar yen, this one has been moving better. It pushed up again yesterday, heading towards its S1. I must admit, I was a bit doubtful at one stage, although the bigger picture looks bullish. And it's just flagging here, but it's looking like it's breaking, or it's broken through the R1 pivot there, and it does look like, well, it's got some potential now. It's probably been one of the better movers to the latter part of this week anyway so far, so moving up well at the moment. Still got some potential in that as a sort of longer term move, and particularly now it's broken this level. Maybe that daily 100 or even the daily 200 could be sort of in line in the coming weeks maybe. But for now, pushing up nicely. Yeah, nothing much more to do with that from an intraday point of view. Yeah, buying on the retraces may still get us into a trade. The sweet old Aussie dollar. Now, this is 1.5. In fact, this is for day traders watching this that were in the day trade with us last a couple of days ago now, over 50 hours, around about 50 hours ago. It finally hit the target we was looking for, so that worked its way through. So, but it's actually broken that daily 50. So the daily 50 was originally it's an intraday short-term target. As I say, 2 days ago, it's broken through that now after nearly stopping us 3 times. It's got so it's still got some potential actually. Now it's doing this to break further. I was a bit skeptical in terms of whether it would be able to manage to break through that trend line. It's been the weaker of the pairings, or one of the weaker pairings, for a long time. As it's been selling off, where it's the pound, the euro been heading towards new highs or making new highs. This is being pretty sluggish. Um, so it's looking brighter at the moment. Maybe it's still got some upside today. It's been stifled over most of this week, though. You can see since we took the trade, it's been running pretty choppy. Almost took us out yesterday. Okay, it's running its weekly R3, which might just stifle it a little bit at the moment, but probably got a bit more momentum behind it at the moment, but not an easy one to get into a trade today. And it's been a Friday, holding it through the weekend and probably into halfway through next week may not be everyone's choice of a good trade. And finally, the Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar, or a good day trade, I should say, as opposed to a good swing trade, would be fine. It doesn't matter how long you hold it, if it's working in your favour. Canadian dollar, well, we're seeing a sell-off here. Is all I can say. It's holding well. Yesterday, consolidation. Today, it looks like it might start breaking again. It's broken a short-term trend on the 4 hourlies. It's not an easy one, and this is the problem with these markets at the moment. We see it in the euro, the pound, the short-term picture here, or in intermediate time frame for day traders, just not really giving too much away. So want to get, once again, patience morning. I mean, it didn't give us much yesterday until the pound started moving. There was a small move to potential in that, but it did move later in the afternoon. It may be an afternoon trade that sort of picks up and does something for us again today. Have a great one. Bye for now. Oh, before I do that, news-wise, there isn't any just of any real significance. So have a great one. Bye for now.